Alright, are we living on the dual stream output? How's the volume sound? Alright, are we living on everything? We got a rip today.
Just absolutely light it up today. So we're gonna see what we can get done. But we gotta make sure the stream is sounding at least alright and I'm not lagging. If not,
dual stream output. How's the volume sound? Alright, are we living on everything? We got a rip today.
Just absolutely light it up today. Okay, that sounds better, not having that dual.
So
we're gonna see what we can get done. But we gotta make sure the stream is sounding at least alright and I'm not lagging. If not,
dual stream output. How's the volume sound? Alright, are we living on everything? We got a rip today.
Just absolutely light it up today. Okay, that sounds better, not having that dual.
So we're gonna see what we can get done.
But we gotta make sure the stream is sounding at least alright and I'm not lagging. If not,
dual stream output. How's the volume sound? Alright, are we living on everything? We got a rip.
Alright, I feel like we got her somewhat dialed in. How's that sound? Alright, how we living? Bitrate's holding. Bitrate is holding. Shit, yeah. Make sure I got all my other audio outputs off other than my recording. Got the audio going out. Okay. Sweet. We gotta share this on Facebook. Facebook.com. Alright, how are we living? We gotta get our video capture fucking dialed in on mobile. Yikes. Bring you down. Damn, I didn't know my stream was looking like that, and I'm lagging. Yikes. Image. Okay, we're gonna have to hide. Let's see. Or I was just on the wrong screen. That works too. We got such an interesting fucked up day, but here we go. It's like, what do you want to see some real world examples? Here in a second. So I get my fucking stream set up. Sending out the invites. Oh, you silly stream. That's the one we want, you silly stream. Come on now. This is what we're doing today. We gotta get it set up. Cool. What other thing was I thinking about? Oh, debt consolidation, housing options. Let's see what that looks like, because I've seen a lot of housing options. And then we're gonna do business banking options. Okay. That is essentially the plan right now. We'll see how that goes and how that adjusts, but for now, that is the plan of action. Because sometimes it's easier to demonstrate AI when you're doing regular real-world examples. If you see any other AI accounts, see if they do stuff live. That'd be a good sign into what type of AI you're doing. Alright, I'm going to turn down that music just a little bit for tutorials, and what we're going to do here, first of all, let me show you BizRise.io. And what I'm going to do is whatever I stream and record today, I'm going to try and cut out a lot of the bullshit, because I'm going to use essentially as much of this as I can for AI training as well. So we'll see how that goes. But what I'm going to knock out first, what I want to knock out initially, right? Because on BizRise.io, let's see. Make sure this is Hank. Hello. Oh, I gotta do those too. Copy that. I gotta get my post out to the groups. Because really, it's easier if people can see the actual, you know, how is this gonna help me? And it's like, well, why don't we talk some real life issues, right? Like, why don't we do one on credit card debt and what those consolidations options are? You know, why don't we do one on the housing market? You can see a ton of housing signs go up. Prices are still pumped. Everything's kind of feels tight. So let's see what we can do there. The other thing I want to do too is make sure my mute button's off. And the other thing I want to do is just really show people how you can do this. I mean, the other night I was talking to some guys from overseas, and he's like, well, I want a full like course and in-depth intro. It's like, man, I can't turn a fucking 10-minute deal into a 3-hour course just because you want it to be longer. So I started thinking, all right, well, what's the best way we can show people how effective this can be live in a hurry? And the interesting about a lot of this, or a majority of this, is Google gives you a heads up what's coming. They literally fucking tell you. So that's what we gotta kind of figure out and see, you know, really how to make this important, because I'll just go show you their YouTube. Let me get that picture out of there. But let's just go take a look around and see kind of what I'm talking about. So this is BizRise.io. Let me show you the web app I've developed. But this web app is developed to be an AI-powered education and business optimization platform. Why I went with education is because that was number one by far on my list of analytics. Very smart man once told me, follow the data, work with good people, and trust yourself. So, number one, let's look at the data, right? We're just going to kind of list these off as we go, and we're going to kind of take chunks out as we go. But what we're going to do today is we're going to show people how to get it done for them. There's a ton of tutorials on BizRise.io. It's also going to be a local networking app. So, I mean, it's set up for a social media post, so you can post about your company and whatnot. But the goal of this is really to kind of give people that education. I mean, that was, like I said, number one, and what my analytics said was people like tutorials about what's going on. And also at the same time, you know, you got to kind of realize a lot of this, I've been on a deep dive into this for a couple of years, and a lot of the times when I feel like I'm talking to people, it's like I'm fucking talking Spanish. So having some real world examples will really help kind of translate over to what's going on, how this works, and really, you know, people need to see you can do this I mean, you don't need, hang on, let me say this first. To every brilliant person that has made this possible for the last how many ever years, 50 years, 60 years, working on AI, I mean, it's been a long process getting everything to this point, right? So thank you initially to everyone who did that, everyone who contributed, whether it was a conversation or, you know, you wrote it. Simple as that. There's been so many people that have contributed to this. Thank you to everyone. Now, that being said, the general public just needs to know that these tools are available, how to use them, and how to make them effective for them. I think right now there's a little bit of that, like, it's almost just like a false fear gap, where people are like, I don't know how to use tech, and it's like, you don't? How many times did you go on Facebook today? Or how many times did you check your Instagram? Or have you ever watched a YouTube video tutorial? Like, it's not that, you're not doing anything different, right? You do know technology and you use it every day. Like, it's literally in front of your fucking face, probably 8 hours a day. You know technology. And saying that is just a fucking bullshit excuse to not try. That's really all it is. So what we're gonna do, I gotta get a couple more Facebook posts out. Sorry, I get fucking chatting. But in order to make that efficient, right, and we gotta tell people that we're live, we just gotta take a quick clip. Yeah, music, let's go. Small business, pump, train, live to AI, real world examples. We gotta post these to all the socials to make sure we get people coming to hang out. What did I say on Twitch? What do we got on Twitch? We got fact docs, real world on the fly, dead options. Okay, so FAQ docs, credit card debt info. Let's go housing options. We're doing real shit today. We're doing shit for people that are scared for other people to see or do or interact or talk about. It's like when shit's hitting the fucking fan, nobody fucking has your back. Well, a few people will, but a majority of people are gonna be like, fuck, you know, like, fuck you. We don't have your back. Doesn't matter. And I know there's people out in this world that, you know, fucking, they're gonna benefit from this technology. One thing I might attack later, I'm not sure if I will or not, but anybody going through a divorce that doesn't have the funding to pay for lawyers, that's a real world problem because there's a gap. Whoever's got the money wins there. And there's a ton of resources online, but they're fucking everywhere. And it's hard to understand a lot of that shit unless you're a divorce lawyer. And that shit's just not fucking right. So I'm going to try and level that playing field a little bit. Now, please know this ahead of time. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a financial services professional. I got to put that on my fucking intro. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not a financial services professional. I'm not an insurance agent. I have previously training in some of it, but this is why I'm saying it for this video. These are educational based only. None of my certifications for financial services stuff or anything like that. None of that. This is all educational. Doctor-wise, not a doctor, not a lawyer. These are video tutorials. Please consult your own professionals before any of that. But we're doing this one for the people today. We're going for the boys. I say boys because that's my entire target fucking market, but I resonate with dudes, alright. But we're gonna level the playing field. We're gonna do some live examples. I'm gonna fucking light it up on Twitch. I'm using Twitch, Streamlabs desktop. I'm going to YouTube. We're going to Vertex AI, search and conversation. I'm just gonna blast fucking recordings. I'm gonna blast tutorials. And what I'm gonna do here is I want to show people there's a couple ways you can utilize this, right? So it's one thing to set up a live stream, do these tutorials, and think, okay, well, now what, right? What do I do with it? Is it just a video or can I use it? And that's what we got to really kind of demonstrate to people. Like, one, yeah, it is a video. Yeah, it's live. Yeah, you can use it to all your social media. But how do you take it and make it effective? We're going to train some AI on it. And a lot of this, I mean, some of it will be, you know, what is BizRise.io? BizRise.io is this. So on and so forth. But it's going to be a cool tutorial where people can just learn some shit, and they're going to be able to see it's not as hard as people think. And I'm going to show them how to do that. But we got to create a little reel out of this puppy dog so we can tell people about it. So let's create a quick clip in Twitch. What we're going to do, we're going to film it and light it up and send it out, and we're going to make some products. We're going to list these on Gumroad, create individual products, a subscription tier so people can get all of them in one, and then the third version is going to be on BizRise.io where they can use these AI agents. Okay, so let's do a quick intro and then we'll get after it. Live to AI by BizRise.io. My name's Jack and I'm a tech try guy. I've just figured this out over the last couple of years, and today on Live to AI, we're going to go over some real world examples to show you how to take live into AI. We're going to do credit, check into housing, and just do specific stuff that maybe people are going to need in their life. It'll be easier to kind of explain what we're doing, and I'm going to do it all live. Come hang out on YouTube or Twitch. Fuck me. Why? We'll do it again. Welcome to Live to AI, right? Live to AI by BizRise.io. My name's Jack, and today we're going to go over some real-world examples of how you can take live content and turn it into an AI chat agent to help optimize your life. Previously, I've done workout instructors, but today we're going to just go into personal examples. So, if you have credit card debt, if you need assistance on your housing, maybe some legal stuff. Now, before I get going, I am not a doctor, lawyer, financial services professional, or anything like that. These are educational based. Come join me live. I think you're going to learn a lot.
Shoulder when you need me, those tears are running, I see them clearly. I hope you're waiting for me, saving up those rivers to make us see. Don't drift too far away, don't drift too far away from me. Yeah. My ocean's running deep, my ocean's running way too deep to let you go. And I know I sometimes passions are wasted smoke signals to you, I'm blazing for you. Hear me singing over mountains, through the valleys, trying to make it to you. Don't drift too far away, don't drift too far away, my love. I hope you're on the way, come meet me halfway, my love. I know that sometimes our passions are wasted on the wrong ones, and I know that we'll take a heart before we wanna give one. And I know that my soul knew I loved you before I even knew you. Sometimes you gotta let it go, just hoping it comes back to you. I'll find my way back to you. Wherever I go, I come back to you. Oh my, I'll find my way back to you. Wherever you go, I'll find my way back to you.
Alright, cool. We got it shared to YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Now we just got to do a quick little cross clip in Streamlabs desktop. Let's get that link and let's get it pumped to Streamlabs desktop so we can share it to Facebook. Streamlabs. Not my creator site. I need to go dashboard. Anybody has any questions too, I mean, make sure you let me know what those questions are. If you want to see a tutorial or you have a question, please make sure and drop it in the comments so I can see it. That way I can personalize a AI for you if you would like that. Or at least give you, point you in the right direction. Hey, this is what you got to do. But we can handle that, no problem. You're going to be surprised at the ease of use of this and what you can do with it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go make some tutorials like, hey, what is a Facebook ad? And we'll just break it down by reading, which is the best part. It's like, if you can read live, you can make an AI on fucking anything you want. However, not anything you want. Non-copyrighted stuff. It's got to be your own content. Make sure you, fuck, we'll just do one on copyright laws. Gotta get one more post out and then we'll rock and roll. Post that shit to YouTube for sure. Alright, where we at? Cross clip. Tweet, tweet. Live here. Post that shit. Alright. Alright, we got that done. Now we're gonna go to groups. Groups. Where are my fucking groups at, bud? Colorado small business owners. I'm right now. Sorry. What's the other one I was gonna do? Oh, business banking maybe? We'll see. Alright, YouTube link in. And we need to get Twitch link in. Let's see how this goes. People seem to like the education aspect of it. But I think some people are at least going to benefit from this. So I am going to send it because I don't give a fuck. And that is when you start feeling that fucking freedom a little bit. Is when you just fucking let it loose and you say, you know what? Not today, motherfucker. Next. Boom. To air. Real world examples. So FAQ, people got to be aware of first and initially. Post it to LinkedIn. Full send. Once we get that LinkedIn post up, we'll roll. Okay. Cool. LinkedIn's up. Facebook is up. Streamlabs up. The only thing we gotta make sure of now is we have our fucking... yeah, it switches back to that screen. Whenever I jump out of Streamlabs. Alright, let's make sure we have that shit locked in on the cameras and we'll get rolling. So we gotta go fact docs first. Cool. And before we get rolling, all of these tutorials are available on my Gumroad. I'm gonna be doing this tutorial upload as we go. But let's just show people what Gumroad is. You can come in here and you can get all of these tutorials. They're going to be individuals. What I'm going to do after this is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it into a full bundle so people can access every tutorial for one price. There'll be a subscription set up there, which is a good advantage of BizRise.io, or I'm sorry, Gumroad. BizRise.io is going to have all the agents, the tutorials, and you'll be able to fucking use them. So we're going to have a couple tiers, right? Individual tutorials, full package tutorials, all of them. Or you can use the web app, which will have the tutorials and the AI agents themselves, all right? Shout out Celsius. But in order to get this done, we need to get to my fact docs. And back in December, Google came out with a video that said, get your facts together. What does that mean? FAQs, all right? So this is a good example for anybody that's had any conversations with Gemini or GPT, like, hey, write me a plan, or hey, do this. What do you do with it, right? So let's go BizRise sales. Let's take a look at this and see what this looks like. So I made these with Gemini. So that's kind of our structure for the internal BizRise stuff. Let's do, where's my workout guy? All right. So this is an example of an FAQ document. You know, it'd be like, think of it like somebody talking to you. or your customer service. What workout should I do? This, that, the other thing. So this is an example for personal trainers. I did live AI the other day, personal trainers. I want to make me a workout chat agent. Cool, here's how we do it. You put together that information, download a PDF, okay? Boom, let's download that PDF doc. So the first one we're doing, first, FAQ. Oh, why does it change on me like that? Am I sharing the wrong screen now? Why are we switching scenes here, Streamlabs? Getting me all goofy here. Stop doing that. Alright, FAQ 1, workout. Let's go personal trainer. Trainer, okay. Chat that up. Now we're gonna get a... Yeah, my fucking Streamlabs is just switching back on scenes and shit. That's okay. We'll figure it out. But I want to drop in a stream marker here, and I'm going to start recording. Live to AI by BizRise.io. What is the first step to creating your AI chat agent if you're a personal trainer and you have a bunch of FAQ documents or personalized workouts for people put together on a document somewhere? This is an example from Google Docs. The first thing you do, download it as a PDF, all right? From there, I have to go to Vertex AI conversation. We're gonna get that open and we're gonna go to GCP. All right, we're gonna minimize this window. Let's go to GCP and let's jump into our YouTube. Oh, that's not GCP, that's the training. GCP. Let's go to GCP, Google Cloud Platform. We're gonna sign in console. If you didn't see those tutorials, there are previous tutorials on my YouTube of how to create a GCP account. Okay, we're going to do the YouTube demo. Let's go into Vertex AI Agent, Agent Builder. We're going to select that. From there, we are going to go into create an app. Let's go. We're going to do a chat app. Okay, select that. We're going to say bizrise.io. And I'm going to put in my agent name. I'm going to go Hank Workouts. My agent is named Hank, so I'm going to just kind of name everything Hank Workouts. And for region, you want to select global, continue, data. We're going to create a data store. And what we're going to do is we need to go into cloud storage. So I'm going to duplicate this tab, go into Google Cloud Storage. And what we're going to do here is we're going to create a bucket. And with that bucket, what we're going to do is we're going to put in our PDF from the workout document. Now you can constantly add to this. This isn't a static process, right? So you got to keep adding to these. Hank workouts daily. All right, continue, multi-region, continue. Going standard, uniform, one object version, create. Nope, you can see my workouts. Check them out. They're for everybody to use. All right, now we have this bucket right here, Hank Workouts, upload files. And we're gonna get that PDF workout plan, open it up. Okay, successfully uploaded. We're going to copy that path, go into Agent Builder, put that path back in, continue. Data store name, Hank Workouts. We're going to create that. Now we're going to select that data store we just created, so it'll be Hank Workouts, okay? Now you see we have the other data store. This is the Colorado grant data that I did an agent with the other night, but I'm going to expand on that to, hey, now do you apply it, right? So you got to work every day with them, but create that agent out of Hank. That's our new workout guy. We're going to have us a personal trainer in a hurry. Look at that. Hank Workouts. So now we have an AI agent training on workouts already. So we got one done on workouts. So let's go one. Oh, why are you switching again? So personal, that's when I hit the chat. Personal trainer. AI done. AI agent. Training. 512. Yeah, it's when I hit the chat for some reason. Maybe I don't touch that chat then. We'll just do Twitch chat. Let it run. But now we got our first, workout agent training, and then, if you're ever doing tutorials on this, don't leave your data store ID and all that hanging out. What I do with these is I download them, export them into my actual production environment. But these are good tutorials, and there's a lot of stuff in there that it's just like, you're gonna have to see anyway. So let's just do them, and then we'll export these agents later. But now we have one going on, a personal trainer, right? So now we need to go back into our data stores. All right, let's see what else we got in there. And these can be conversations that you have with GPT, Gemini, digital growth. What is this? What we got here? Video list, multiple tasks and deadlines. All right, so these are going to be like problem and solution videos. But we want to go digital media specs, FAQ, affiliates. Industries, digital marketing. You know what we can do? Here's a good one, because I want to do an FAQ and I want to show people real world examples. So let's do this. Oh, fucking whatever chat. Whatever that chat. Let's see if it does it on the Twitch chat. FAQ, let's do YouTube and Looker Studio. Yeah, it fucks that one up too. It's like an auto switch on my chat. So maybe I'll transition over to starting soon. But I'm gonna end that first recording and we'll go from there. Live to AI by BizRise.io. Let's take a look at how we can use my Looker Studio data for my YouTube videos and upload those into an AI chat agent. Let's get started. What is the goal? The goal is to grow my YouTube channel and pump out relevant content for my audience to increase user satisfaction, gain subscribers, and monetize my channel. What is the first step in doing that? The first step in doing that is to check and see what videos your users are watching. If it's the ones they're watching, that means user satisfaction. And how do we use the data that we get from YouTube? The first thing we do when we need to check our data on YouTube is go into the YouTube Studio to see what videos and what content is resonating with our audience. How do we get into YouTube Studio? Come up here to your profile and click on it. Come down into YouTube Studio and select that. That is going to take you to your YouTube Studio dashboard. From there, come over to the left side and click on Analytics. Might help if you can see my fucking screen. Yep. What is the goal? The goal is to grow my YouTube channel, grow subscribers, and put out relevant content that my audience likes to increase user satisfaction. How do we do that? Well, the first step in doing that is understanding what your content is resonating with your viewers. In order to increase user satisfaction, you need to make videos of what they're watching. YouTube's going to figure this out for you. It's important you know what that is. How do we check our YouTube analytics? The first step to checking our YouTube analytics is to go to your YouTube channel on youtube.com. How do I find my YouTube data? When you go to your YouTube profile, click on your profile picture in the top right corner, scroll down and click on YouTube Studio. What happens after you click on YouTube Studio? After you click on YouTube Studio, it is going to bring you to the dashboard. From there, come over to the left side menu and click on Analytics. What is on the YouTube Analytics dashboard in YouTube Studio? On the YouTube dashboard in the Analytics section, you're going to see an overview of your channel, how many views you've received. You can space out the timeline. What are the options for time viewing in YouTube Studio? The options for time viewing in YouTube Studio are the last 7 days, last 28 days, last 90 days, last 365 days, lifetime, and you can go by years, months, or custom. What is a good picture of your YouTube channel for the date range? A good date range to check out for your YouTube channel data is going to depend on what type of content you've been putting out there and what the frequency of that content has been put out there. If you've been posting to YouTube for a year, check the year view. Check the 90, the 28, and the 7 day. They're all going to be relevant. If you've been posting content more recently, check out the 28 day and the 7 day to see what content is resonating with your audience. What data can you see when you're checking the 7-day range? When you're looking at your 7-day range, you can see your total views, watch time, and subscriber count that has increased. Will the YouTube data show me my popular content? Yes, the YouTube data will show you your popular content. In the analytics section under the overview, scroll down a little bit and you can see your top content this period. It'll show you shorts and videos, so make sure you check out what content is relevant and trending with your audience to increase user satisfaction. What is in the content section of YouTube Studio? Inside the content section of YouTube Studio, you're going to get a general overview of your content performance. You're going to be able to see new viewers, returning viewers, what your subscribers are looking at, or that count in the last 7 days, what views you've gotten from published content that you've put out, what formats and where people are coming from. You're going to see the impressions and how they got to that watch time. 20% of my content views are coming from YouTube recommending content. 753 are coming from impressions. And it gives me a watch time of total hours on the analytics dashboard. Something important to look at is how viewers find you. My data shows that playlist is number 1. When you go to your channel, if playlist is number 1, make sure that's featured on your homepage. What is under the Audience tab in YouTube Studios? Under the Audience tab, you're going to get a good picture of who is viewing your content and some demographic details that will help you refine what you're putting out there. When we first land on the Audience tab, we're going to get a look at how many returning viewers we have, unique viewers, and subscribers in the last 7 days. Will it tell me when my viewers are on YouTube? Yes, it'll tell you when your viewers are on YouTube. It'll show you local time and in the last 28 days. But you have to make sure you have enough data to display that. Will it show me watch time from subscribers? Yes, it'll show you how many subscribers and what their watch time is, and will also show you the amount of time and percentage of unsubscribed viewers that are watching your content. Will it show you the age and gender of your YouTube viewers? Yes, it will show you your age and gender of your YouTube viewers. Female, male, unspecified, or user specified, and what ages they are. What other data will be in the audience section? The other data available in the audience section is going to be top subtitle or closed caption languages. You're going to see your geography of your viewers. You can find out formats, audience watches, and channels, but you're going to have enough data. What is under the Inspiration tab in YouTube Studio Analytics? In the Inspiration tab of YouTube Studio Analytics, you're going to be able to see what people are looking for based on the content you put out and what's being watched. For example, I can create videos on how to create a website for business, Vertex AI training, or how to start a web development business. It's also going to give you videos to inspire you and examples of videos to make that people have been watching. Pay attention to those, make those videos.
Gotcha. That freaking medic's a spy. We got a spy. Unfreaking touchable. Ah, crap.
Live to AI by BizRise.io. Let's jump into the Looker Studio and YouTube Data Analytics tutorial. What is Looker Studio? Looker Studio is a good way to visualize your data you're getting either from your YouTube channel or your Google Analytics. It's an easy template-based free platform to go take a look at what you're doing and how your content or website is performing. What is the first step of seeing your YouTube data in Looker Studio? The first step to seeing your Looker Studio data for your YouTube analytics is to go to Looker Studio. What is the URL to Looker Studio? The URL to Looker Studio is lookerstudio.google.com. What do I do when I get there? When you get to Looker Studio, sign in with the same account or the same email that is registered for your YouTube channel. After I get logged in, how do I find the YouTube data template? After you get logged in, come over here to Template Gallery and click on it. It'll be in the top right side. And when you get in there, scroll down a little bit, you'll see the YouTube Analytics template. What do you do after you find the YouTube Analytics template? After you find the YouTube Analytics template in Looker Studio, go ahead and click on it, and it'll open up a copy of that template. What do I do in Looker Studio after I open the sample YouTube channel report? After you open the sample YouTube channel report, click on the drop down and select My Channel. What do I do if none of the analytics changed? If none of the analytics changed when you select the drop down in Looker Studio, come up to the top right and select Use My Own Data. Select your YouTube account in the menu that pulls up and click Add. That should refresh your YouTube Looker Studio Analytics report. Okay, my data has shown up in Looker Studio. Now what is it telling me? What you're looking at in your YouTube analytics is going to give you a quick, real-time report of what content is resonating with your viewers. The Looker Studio template provides a quick and fast look at what you need to do next. Scrolling down, we're going to see views. We're going to see total watch time, video shares, and average view duration. Now, if you scroll down, you're going to see what content is resonating with your users. My number one is Live to AI, YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs to Vertex AI. For the tutorials, my number one tutorial is AI and Business Optimization Streamlabs 101, how to use live content to turn into AI. I'm gonna make more of those videos based on that data. Will it show me my likes, comments, and subscriptions in the Looker Studio report? Yes, it will show you your likes, comments, and subscriptions in your YouTube Looker Studio report. It'll show you total likes, subscriptions, total dislikes, and total comments in the date range selected. Do I need more data out of that Liquor Studio report? That is completely up to you. You can either choose to edit and customize this report, you can share it with coworkers or your team, or you can take it and run with it with the data that is shown. For my example, I know I need to create live to AI, show people how to use that software, develop these live tutorials into AI and make them effective for their business. Do you have a tutorial on how to take your live into AI? Yes, I have plenty of tutorials how to turn your live streams into AI. They are available on the bizrise.io Gumroad. Check them out. You can either get them individually or get an entire subscription to access them all. That will be available later today. Can I download my Looker Studio report and upload that into an AI agent to help me with my analytics? Yes, you can download your YouTube Looker Studio report and upload that to create a Vertex AI agent based on your data. In order to do that, come into the report and click on Edit or Customize. That will open it up. And when you come into Share up here in the top right corner, download your report. When you click on download, it's going to bring up a PDF option. What checkboxes should I select in the download as PDF option? Those options are going to be personal preference. If you want to ignore the custom background color, you can. If you want to add a link back to the report, you can as well. I'm going to add that link so I can have that be connected. And I'm not going to password protect it. I want people to be able to see these analytics and use them for their own YouTube channel growth. When you have your options selected, click on download. After I've downloaded my YouTube Looker Studio report, how do I turn that into an AI chat agent? After you have downloaded your YouTube Looker Studio report, let's go back to Agent Builder and Google Cloud Storage. Within Cloud Storage, the first step we're going to do is create a bucket for our YouTube data. After I click on Create a Bucket, what settings do I need in Cloud Storage to use this for an AI agent? The first setting you're going to need is you're going to need to name your bucket. We're going to call this one YouTube Data. After that, click Continue. YouTube. Where should I store my data? Whenever you're working with Vertex AI agents, click on multi-region. Having this data be available throughout the country is going to save on your costs. Click Continue. What storage class should I choose for my data? Make sure you read each of them individually and how that's going to affect your cost. For this tutorial, I'm going to use Standard. What should I pick on how to choose access control to objects? Again, this one was going to be personal preference. If you want to keep your data store protected, select Uniform Access Control, and you can either select Enforce Public Access Prevention on this bucket. Having that selected will prevent other people from seeing your data. If you uncheck that option, that data will be available for your users to see inside of your AI agent. I'm going to unselect the Enforce Public Access because I want people to be able to see this information when my AI agent is asked about it. I'll click on Continue. And for data protection, what do I select on Choose How to Protect Object Data? Again, you have your options in there. Make sure you read over each one of them. One thing that I like to do is select Object Versioning. That will give me one object that is going to be saved if something happens. From there, we're going to click on Create Bucket. What do I do once my bucket is created? Once your bucket is created, come in here and select Upload Files. From there, grab the PDF from Looker Studio you just downloaded on your YouTube data and wait till it uploads. What is the next step after your PDF uploads? After your PDF uploads, make sure you copy your bucket path that you just created, mine is YouTube Data 2, and then head back to Agent Builder. Where do I create my new agent? In Agent Builder, come over and select Apps. We're going to want to create a new app, so we have to get into that Apps section. On the top, click on Create an App. Oh, the damn window. The damn window switched on me again. Son of a bitch. Fucking bitch. Bitch. Delete, motherfucker. Alright, let's go back to YouTube. We'll kick off that stream again. I don't even know when it fucking had the bad screen either. Let's just do a full one. Can I use my Looker Studio data, export that PDF, and train an AI chat agent on it? Yes, you can train your own Vertex AI agent on your Looker Studio data. How do I train an AI agent on my Looker Studio data? Well, the first step to training an agent on your Looker Studio data is to download that YouTube Looker Studio PDF we just created. How do I download the Looker Studio YouTube PDF I just created? When you come in here and you click on Share, select the drop down and Download Report. What options should I select on the Download as PDF? Those three options are going to be personal preference. You can ignore custom background color, add a link to the report, or password protect the report. I'm going to select add a link. I want people to be able to come back to it. I am not going to password protect it, and I am not going to ignore the background color. Those options are up to you. Play with them and see what works best for your organization. When you get done selecting those options, click Download. After the PDF downloads, how do I create an AI chat agent from my YouTube Looker Studio data? To create an agent on your Looker Studio data, we're going to come back into Google Cloud Storage Buckets and we're going to create a new bucket. Come up here to the top and select Create. What is the first step to creating your storage bucket? The first step is to give it a name. Name your bucket something you can remember but isn't too obvious. Once you have that name in there, click Continue. Where should I store my data? When you're using Vertex AI agents, either select Global #1 if it's available or multi-region. The reason for that is now your data is going to be accessible all over the country and it's going to pull from those locations, keeping your costs down. When you select the region you want, click on Continue. What storage class should I choose for my data? Again, that is going to be personal preference. A lot of the options have to do with cost and how you want it protected. I'm going to set a default class as standard and I'm going to leave it as is. After that, I'm going to click Continue. How do I control access to my data or my objects? Well, in these options, you can choose either to select public access prevention so people cannot see that data, or you can unselect it. I'm going to leave that off because I want people to see this YouTube data. I'm going to select uniform to keep my costs down and click Continue. What should I choose for data protections and soft delete policy? Under these options, I usually select a 7-day object retention period and one object version to keep at least one previous set of data safe. From there, I'm going to click on Create. What do I do after my bucket is created? After your bucket is created, select Upload Files. That's going to open your Downloads folder on your computer and select that YouTube Looker Studio PDF you just downloaded. What do you do after that file is done uploading? After that file is done uploading, make sure you select your bucket path, copy that path to the clipboard, and head back to Vertex AI Agents. What do I do when I get back to Vertex AI Agent Builder? When you get back to Vertex AI Agent Builder, what you're going to want to do is create a new app. Come up here to the top left corner and click on Create an App. From there, select Chat App and give it a name. The top section is going to ask, what is your company name? Put in your company name. Give your agent a name. And for location of your agent, make sure you have global selected. Anything in Vertex AI, make sure global is selected. When you get done with that, click on Continue. How do I create the data store with the Looker Studio YouTube data I just created? When you get to the data store screen, make sure you select create a data store up top and select cloud storage where you just created that bucket. From there, paste in the folder or bucket path that we copied earlier and click continue. What should I name my data store agent? Make sure you name your data store agent something that is familiar but isn't too obvious and you can remember it. When you're done naming your data store, click create. Okay, my data store got created, but I don't see an agent. How do I create the agent out of that? After your data store is created, make sure you select it. The radio button should turn blue and then click on create. What happens after I click on create? After you click on create, your data store should engage a new AI agent in Vertex AI to start generating that AI agent based on your data store. Let it spin up and give it the time. When it's done learning what that data store is, you'll be redirected to that data store. Make sure you click on it and there's no initial issues with your data being learned. Right now I have the green wheel of time showing me my agent is learning. Let's go in and take a look at our apps. How do I see my apps? You come into the apps section that'll be up top, click on apps, and that should take you back to your list of AI agents. From there, let's select our Hank Workouts dog we just created. What am I looking at when I create my agent? What you're looking at is the dashboard for Dialogflow CX. This is where you can take your AI agents and turn them into hybrid agents to get those very valuable data analytics that I've been talking about with AI to make it effective for yourself. How long does it take for the data source to be learned for my AI agent? How long it's going to take for your AI agent data stores to train or learn with an AI is going to depend on the size of them. Earlier in this tutorial, it was about an hour ago, we trained an AI agent on 8 pages of workouts. Let's see if that's done. How do I check and see if my data store is done? From your apps list in Agent Builder, come in and for Hank Workouts, I'm going to select View on that initial data store that I was training him on. Let's click on the Hank Workouts data store, and as you can see, it has been trained on the data we gave it. It was probably about 10 minutes after we uploaded it. How do we test that agent? Okay. Come into apps and let's see if this agent has learned those workouts we talked about. Click on your agent and that should open up the Dialogflow CX console. Come over to the top right and click on Test Agent. Provide a general greeting, hello, what's up, how you doing? And see how the agent responds. You should get a welcome message. From there, to test the data store, what we got to do is we got to make sure it's engaged. Come into your start page. We'll click on edit data stores and we know we have Hank Workouts in there under unstructured documents. If you see your data store there, click Save. Always click Save in GCP. Exit out of those windows and let's get back into Test Our Agent. How do I test my agent? Come up to Test Agent and select it. It should open a dialog box. You can change to horizontal view or vertical view. I personally like horizontal view to see which flow my agents go into. But let's test it out by saying hello. Your agent should come back with a good greeting. Now let's just say, hey, can you write me a workout plan for chest day? Okay, cool. My agent gave me the workout plan that I have developed in my data store. But can it do more? Yes. It can develop other workout plans. You're going to have conversations with this agent knowing that it is training the model every time you say something. So the first thing would just be like, hey, can you write another one similar? Is it using AI to do that? Yes, it's using AI to do that based on the data you gave it, which were your workout plans, and the power of Gemini. We made an AI personal trainer in about 15 minutes. That's how effective these can be. Now, when you turn that hybrid, you'll be able to see what your users are asking and talking about to produce that content. And that's how you make AI agents effective very quickly. Now, let's go take a look at our YouTube chat agent. I named it workouts again. That is my mistake. I apologize. Let's go check out Hank Workout's dog that is trained on my YouTube Looker Studio analytics. First step is to make sure those analytics have been trained into the agent and we gave it enough time. Okay, the agent is still training, so what we're going to do is take a quick 10-minute break, and then we're going to jump into credit card debt and the real-world examples. Now that we know we created a personal trainer, I know what content I need to produce. Now let's go do some real-world examples for people so they can see how to utilize this. I bet by the time we come back, we'll be able to check out our YouTube Looker Studio data with our AI agent. Stick around for the next one. Hang tight, I'll be back. Body outside. Let's get back into live AI. And now let's tackle the real world examples. Real world examples. Credit card debt. AI training now. Live to AI by BizRise.io. Let's check out what AI can do to help people with credit card debt. Before we get rolling, I am not a financial services professional. This is for educational purposes. This is a tutorial on how to find the information you need or information you want to make sure you have the resources needed if you have credit card debt and what you can do about it. These videos are going to be AI training, so there will be some breaks in between sentences. All of the tutorials are available on Gumroad for purchase. At the end of today, I will put them all together in one subscription for a bundled package. If you find these AI agents useful, they will be available on my web app, BizRise.io. Let's get started. If I don't know anything about credit card debt, how am I going to go find the information to make AI effective? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is ask Gemini. Hey Gemini, can you assist me with information on how to handle credit card debt? After Gemini gives his response, his or her response, not too sure. Son of a bitch, I gotta restart this anyway. I'm not recording, fuck me. Maybe we'll just do this again. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we try it again? Alright, record. Live to AI by BizRise.io. Let's tackle some credit card debt. If I don't know anything about credit card debt, how am I going to figure this out? How am I going to get myself out of credit card debt? Before we get rolling, I want to let you guys know I am not a financial services professional. These are for educational purposes only. Make sure to take the information for your personal use and contact your own personal advisors, whoever that may be. These are educational purposes. I hope you like the content and find it valuable. What is the first step if I don't know any of these options or how to get out of credit card debt? What am I going to do? The first thing I'm going to do is ask Gemini for a little guidance on where to get started. I've asked Gemini, can you assist me with information on how to handle credit card debt? Gemini provided a pretty good response, but I want to get that refined and figure out exactly what I need to do. So I'm going to ask Gemini another question. Thank you, Gemini. What are those debt repayment methods, and can you provide links to free accessible information that I can look up and read about how to handle credit card debt? Gemini provided a pretty good response and a link from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau dealing with debt. I'm going to go check that out. After getting to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau website, I'm going to scroll down a little bit and see what information they have. There's a section on credit cards, so I'm going to click on that. Now there's some good information there, but it's not really what I'm looking for, so let me ask Gemini again and see if we can refine this search a little more. Hey Gemini, thank you for the links. I'm looking for information on credit card consolidation, different companies, what the meaning is of each, and really help me understand the definitions and information of those routes available. Can you provide a link to that, or does the government have a website where I can read that information? If I'm looking for information on credit card consolidation, different companies, what the meaning of each, and really help me understand the definitions of information in those routes available, where can I find information about that and check it out? Well, asking Gemini, there was some information provided that I think will be valuable. The first thing I'm learning is debt consolidation loans. These companies work with lenders to secure a loan that pays off your existing credit card balance. Ideally, the loan will have a lower interest rate than your credit cards, simplifying your payments and potentially saving you money. So what that means is somebody's going to foot the bill up front and just give you a lower interest rate than what's on your credit cards. I'm going to check into that, and I'm going to make sure I check into the terms of those contracts when I contact those companies. The second option it gives is debt settlement. These companies negotiate with your creditors to lower your outstanding balances in exchange for a lump sum payment. This approach can significantly impact your credit score and take longer to complete. So it looks like there's positives and negatives that come from both debt consolidation loans and debt settlement. Now, how do we figure out which one is right for me? Let's understand the definitions. A debt consolidation loan is a single loan used to pay off multiple debts. Look for terms like loan amount, interest rate, repayment period, origination fees, which is a one-time fee for processing the loan. A debt settlement from Gemini, an agreement with creditors to accept a reduced payment in full satisfaction of the debt. Terms to consider include program fees, success rates, and the impact of your credit score. So keep those things in mind. Again, this is for educational purposes on how to train an AI chat agent. I am not a financial services professional, loan, debt, or anything like that. This is just a real-world example of how you can use AI to help with real-world issues. What are some resources? Well, the government doesn't have a specific website dedicated to credit card consolidation companies. Here are some reputable sources with free information. Debt.org. This is a non-profit website, provides a good overview of credit card consolidation companies, including both loan programs and settlement options. I'm going to go check that out. What information is on debt.org? Upon arriving on the home screen of debt.org, scrolling down, you're going to see it looks like some debt relief companies and companies that will provide some of those loans. They have different terms, loan amounts available. But if you keep scrolling down, you're going to get into some information. Now, what's cool about this site, and I've just came to this site today, but it has some good information on it and educational resources. But if you scroll to the very bottom, you're going to have some sources of where this information came from. Now, that's important when you're talking about AI. We want to make sure we can use this information. We want to make sure if we do use the information, we reach out to those sources, get permission, then use the information in our AI. If you do not have permission, don't grab somebody else's stuff and pump it into your own AI. Make it your own by reading live. So from debt.org, let's read about what is debt consolidation. A debt consolidation plan is a method for simplifying your payments, altering your loan terms either through a bank or a program. I can reduce my interest rates to manageable levels, cut the time spent going back and forth between cards, and lump eligible debts into a single payment that can consolidate some of the interest rates and hopefully let me do this more efficiently. Reading from the website, how does debt consolidation work? It works by combining multiple bills into a single payment and either eliminating that payment with a loan or a program. It simplifies the bill paying process, makes one payment at a reduced interest rate, and can be a more affordable and faster way in wiping out some debt effectively. Now, what kinds of debt can be consolidated? Most debt relief companies can help you settle unsecured debts. That includes credit cards, personal loans, payday loans, medical debt, department store credit cards, and accounts and collections and certain utility bills. So it looks like you can even use it for your utility bills. Some companies may require that you have a minimum amount of unsecured debt. Most circumstances, debt consolidation companies can't help with your house, your mortgage, or secured personal loans or car loans. Okay, that's cool to know. So what kind of debts can't be consolidated? It says certain debts are out of the question when it comes to debt consolidation. It won't help in securing funds for a debt-ridden business venture. These programs cater to consumers carrying personal unsecured debt. Most lenders also exclude student loans. However, some companies may make exceptions. Lastly, debt consolidation loans cannot be used for funding illegal activities, services, or products. Okay, cool. So it sounds like if it is a personal debt, that's what they'll help for. Nothing huge like a house or car, something like that. And it sounds like business loans can't be going through a debt consolidation company. So that's kind of cool to know. Personal loan, personal stuff, credit cards, medical debt, they can help with that. So cool, we're learning something. What is the eligibility criteria for debt consolidation? If you have the right debt, even if you have the right debt, your credit profile might not be eligible for the consolidation. Low credit scores may not disqualify you, but there's some things to consider if you want a smooth process. Proof of income. This gives your consolidation company confidence that you have enough income to pay it back. That will have to exceed your expenses, it looks like. Financial stability. Again, they want to see you're going to be making some money, be able to pay them back. Credit history. You're going to have to provide that and make sure it says, hey, I am paying my bills. I'm just trying to lower that payment monthly, and I have the financial stability to do it. And then equity. This may be something you have to be careful on. I'm not recommending this. This is just the information I'm reading. Some companies may require equity, either in your house or car, to qualify for larger loans. This is my personal opinion. Be careful there. Pre-qual. Pre-qualification is an excellent way to shop for products without damaging your credit score. Usually they run a hard check when applying for the loan, but pre-quals allow for a soft credit check so you can view your rate before making that decision. That's going to let you compare the different loan amounts from the different companies and see what's best for you. What are debt consolidation options? There are several ways, it says, to consolidate debt. Depending on your financial situation, ability to budget, maintain on-time payments each month. Let's take a look at the programs. The list of debt consolidation options includes debt management programs, primarily administered by nonprofit credit counseling agencies. Good information. Debt consolidation loans via a personal loan, home equity line of credit, balance transfer card, or 401k withdrawal. There's debt settlement and bankruptcy. Let's take a look. Debt management programs. A debt management plan is a strategic effort to eliminate unsecured debt like credit cards or medical bills. A program will educate you on how to successfully manage your debt. It says there's a program. Let's take a look down here. Cool. What is a debt management plan and how can it help? Debt management plan is a way to pay off high interest credit cards, medical bills, or anything like that without having to take out a loan. They reduce the interest rate on credit cards to around 8% as long as you can make the monthly payments affordable so you can pay off your debt a little sooner. Plans are usually offered by non-profit credit counseling agencies who do an analysis of your income, expenses to create a budget and a fixed monthly payment which you can afford. It's presented to credit card companies who then must approve the plan. Those who enroll and sign up for the plan make monthly deposits with that organization. which uses the money to pay your debts according to a predetermined schedule developed by the counselor and the credit card agencies. It's tailored to what you can afford. If it's approved, a debt management plan can simplify the payment process for consumers who use 3 to 4 credit cards or have just a couple ones out there with outstanding balances. One payment, one place to do it, once a month, and no loan. It just makes it a little bit easier by consolidating everything into one. Now, what are the pros and cons? Every situation is different, so it's going to work with different levels of effectiveness for different people. So where do we start? Recognize the type of debt you're carrying. Is it a mortgage? Is it credit cards? Or is it an auto loan that's dragging your finances down? Debt management plans address unsecured debt. So if it's credit card balances, personal loans, or medical bills, it might be something to look into. Here are the pros of a debt management plan. It offers credit card consolidation without a loan, meaning you don't need to take more money out to pay off the existing debt. It'll help you stay more organized with one payment. It creates a monthly budget with a financial goal to help you get a plan. You can make regular and timely payments that'll help your credit score. A debt management plan will also bring your accounts to current status. It's called re-aging. Sounds like a pretty cool feature. It can help your credit score, even though you're probably going to have some late payments and some delinquencies. It's going to save you on some late fees, so it doesn't make your finances worse. You'll stop getting phone calls, and you can get advice from a professional. What are the negatives, potentially, of a debt management plan? You're going to be required to close all of your credit card accounts. You won't be allowed to access new lines of credit for a loan or to remodel your home, so any vehicles or home stuff. You have to commit to making that single monthly payment consistently. You might not get approved for the plan. And there might be a small enrollment fee or monthly maintenance fee. Make sure you can check on that in your own situation, though some of those can be waived. Ask those questions. Now, if you have steady income, you can pay off your unsecured debt at a lower interest rate. You might do that without getting new lines of credit over the length of the plan. A debt management plan might work for you. Do debt management plans affect credit? Your payment history accounts for 35% of your score. Assuming you're going to make those payments, your score should improve over time. If you've been delinquent on some of your accounts, the debt management plan can also establish regularity to when and how much you're paying back to the creditors. Agencies will take notice of that, and it'll be a positive direction in your payment history. Another 30% of your FICO score is determined by the amount of your total debt. Less debt, better score. The fact that a debt management plan can get you out of debt in 3 to 5 years eventually will have a positive effect on your credit score. When you successfully get out of that debt management plan, your credit score generally can go up by 100 points or more. Now it says there can be a couple catches, so I'm going to read this kind of more exact and really get into detail with it. But there can be a couple catches. If lenders look at your full credit report while you're in the debt management plan and they see that you're repaying the debt at a reduced interest rate, it may affect their final decision on whether to grant your loan. One of the conditions of a debt management plan is a requirement that you'll close all of your credit card accounts to keep you or me from running up new debt. And in turn, that will lower your credit limit. But the other big factor is the FICO credit score, is your utilization on credit cards will be 0. Which means the percentage of your available credit to use. Your credit score is happier when that percentage is low. Now, the more cards you have, the more credit you have. That makes it easier to keep your credit utilization rate down. But if your credit limit suddenly plummets when you lose those accounts, there's a good chance you'll use higher percentage of what's available to you. If you go much over 30% credit utilization, your credit score could take a hit. Okay, the good news is that credit utilization effect on your credit score should be temporary. After the first 8 to 10 months, it says, of consistent payments to decrease the amount of debt you owe, the utilization percentage should fall and your credit score should go up. One of the pluses to a debt management plan is the terms of effect on your credit is that you will pay off the total amount when you owe your creditors. A debt settlement option, on the other hand, involves a company negotiating lower payments that you don't have for you, so you don't have to cover the full balance you owe. I wonder if you can do a debt settlement option and then a debt management plan. I don't know. Let's consider a debt management plan. It says the stats show debt management plans aren't a sure thing for everybody. The percentage of people who enroll and complete the 3 to 5 year debt management plan ranges from 55 to 70% depending on the interest rate. Okay, so this is all pretty good information to have, right? Now, how are we going to make it effective quickly? Well, I need to put it into an AI agent. So it's going to be the same process that I've done for the other Vertex AI agents. You put together this information, you're going to grab this transcription live, and we're going to put it into an AI agent. I'm going to stop the recording at 24 minutes. Okay, and now we're going to have, initially, hey, all right, I'm learning about a debt management plan for credit. How do I make that effective? Get the information, put it in an AI chat agent. Make sure you can use that information, and then put it into an AI chat agent. It's the same thing we've done, right? All right, so I'm going to jump off live, and we're going to get that training. Agent training.